Luxury jumps on a Boeing jet, leaves behind a family, no regrets. He's got a birthday, I'm your old Shanghai. Eyes are on Mrs. Lai, the reason why. While in Brisbane, the tears roll strong. Chinese whispers called him to Hong Kong. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave behind the begging for the Luxuria show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie's chasing dreams in the mystic land. Mrs. Lai brings coffee to his hand. Family's calls echo on the phone. He's miles away, lost, but he's not alone. In old Shenzhen's glow, he likes to stray. With Mrs. Lai, they bonk till the light of day. Pack up your bags and off you go. He's not showing up to New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Though the tears roll down in Brisbane town, Archie's 3-inch dick flops all around. Celebrations in the neon night, forgetting home, he's chasing new Asian delight. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Weeks later, Archie leaves his playground. Comes back home, he's Brisbane bound. Comes up with stories that he's going bust. Has to fool the punters to gain their trust. Pack up your bags and off you go. Leave the begging for the beach ball show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Archie spent the punter's money, he's in a fix. Spins a story that he can't eat bricks. All the lonely simps believe his scam. Grab all their cash, shove it in his hand. Pack up your bags and off you go. He didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore. Comes on streams, he cries poor again. His mate Tan gives him $5 grand, maybe 10. Archie thinks he's a big swing dick, cause the punters fall for his gypsy shtick. Pack up your bags and off you go. Didn't bother with the New York watch show. Archie flies where the dragons soar to romance Mrs. Lai until his balls are sore.
Hello, 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 hello. It's Archie Luxury, and you are on the Archie Luxury channel. Guys, I've only got one watch on me. I've put everything away into the bank safe. All I've got left I'm wearing is the World Time. That's it. World Time. That's it. Wearing the World Paddock World Time. It's all so amazing. So guys, I wanted to talk today about collections. That's right, guys. We need to build our collection. That's right, guys. You want to do it. You want to do it properly. You want to build the collection. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to do it properly, because let's face it, guys, collections are very important. You want to get it done properly and to the point. You don't want to muck around. You don't want to muck around and get it done wrong. So, you know, let me just load this FICA up here. I got to be honest with you guys. You want to build the collection. We're all looking for that thing, the collection. And how do we do it? Oh, we've already got the stream. Thank you, Tan Zeal, indeed there. Watch Nick just joined. Thank you so much. And the viewers have come in. Thank you. I appreciate that. What can I say? So, guys, what are you doing in your collection? We got our first super chat for the night there. Loco Fabio 13, $3. Good morning, Arch. Thank you. So, what I used to say is when you're building a collection, you want to have some variety. You want a diver, you want a GMT, you want a chronograph, you want a dress watch, you want these the different pillars. The different pillars of your collection. It's a bit like making a wax seal. We have different pillars there. Different color represents different parts of our collection journey. Different color. The blue is the diver. The green is the GMT. Then we got a dress watch and we got a chronograph. We want to have it all done. So that's what I try and do in my collecting philosophy. I want to have good stuff. I don't want to have boring. I want to have fun with my collection. And I got to be totally honest with you. It's important. So you want to build it nicely. So you want to balance. Balance was very important. How do you build a balanced collection? Now, I got to tell you, there's other collections. I got to tell you, it's really interesting. And what they do is, what they do is, I tell you what they do. Another super chat, William Gaudrian, €2. €2. Hello, my friend, Rolex collector here. So you might have a different thing. You might say, well, I'm going to collect divers. I'm going to collect chronographs. I'm going to collect watches that nobody will buy. How's that? How's that? How about that? What do you think of that? I'm going to buy watches that nobody wants. How's that? I got to tell you, you know what? I think that could be a great way to go. Watches nobody wants. How's that? Look at that. Look at the spiel. Watches nobody wants. That's my genre. That's my genre. That's the genre I'm trying to go for. Watches. And I got a seal. It didn't really turn out great, but it's okay. Nice bit of color in there. Guys, I want to say this to you. I got to say this to you, okay? You got to understand. I got to say this to you realistically. You want to be careful with what you wish for, because sometimes it can come true, okay? Sometimes stuff can come true. And you build, the other thing is, you know, for me, I've really gone too far deep. I got to tell you this. You go too far deep. It cuts too deep. That's not happiness. Happiness. He's out of ideas, Green Man. So what I'm trying to say is, in my own case, I've decided to go for a certain genre. I love the Breguet brand. That's what I love. Why do I like it? Why do I want to do that? Why? Why? because I can. I got to be honest with you. I'm thinking of getting some stuff back. I really do like to see some lovely pieces, you know. That's what I like to do, is see beautiful watches. I love it. I love a watch that tells a story. I want a watch that tells a story, okay? I want to be entertained with a story. That's what I really want. Stories about watches. Look at this. This is beautiful story. Look at that. Just 3 bregs. You got the enamel dial. It's just so classic. Breguet hands, Breguet numerals, coin edging, soldered lugs. Then we got the guilloche, the traditional exposed movement. The workings, man. That's what you want, man. And then what do we do after that? I'll tell you exactly what we do. What we do after that is simple. Yes. After that, we want to add the Patek to it. This is what you want to do. This is my collection. 3 beautiful bregs, a Patek. I got the Speedy. I'm trying to get rid of the Pam because it just doesn't fit in. I got to be honest with you. I love the bregs. It's a brand I can really relate to, and I love wearing. You know, the thing is, if you don't get rid of the steel, you never wear the gold. You realize that? If you do not get rid of the steel, you just won't wear the gold. And I've seen guys, they put plastic stickers all over them, you know, plastic shit all over their stuff. Who wants to do that? Do you really want to put plastic stuff? I mean, enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Take it to the limit, man. We got another super chat. Yankee Doodle, $5. What are your overall thoughts on Glass Hoot? The big date. The big date is quite useful, and is Calatrava yesterday's news. I got to tell you, I don't mind Glass Hoot, but I don't like what they did to Kessler. They weren't very good to him. Okay? He was a CQ owner, and he's never going to buy another one again. And I got to tell you, it's really quite disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Yeah, it is what it is. We got a super chat here from my good friend Nelson Oliveira. $100. My God, $100 Canadian. Hey Arch, can we get HR, NARC, and Easy on more? They are A-grade maggots. They will wake you up and add happiness to your life. Yes, yes, yes. I'm ready for that. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Why not? Let's go for that, hey? I totally agree. Let's get it done. Let's get it done, big boy. You know what? I want to enjoy. Get them on. Let's get them on. Come on. Let's get them on. Easy. NARC, HR, jump on. I want you on the stream now. Let's get them on. I want to share some. I got some beautiful pickies I want to share with you. I love the Bregs. I do. I love them, okay? The reason I like the Breguets is because they represent more than the sum of the parts, okay? And you know what? It's sad. I had to sell them pieces off. I did. I had to sell some stuff off. I did. I needed to. I was short. Okay. Does it pain me I sold them off? Yeah, it does. It does a lot. Okay. It pains me a lot. But you know what? There was too many dickheads who owned the Rolex. That's the problem. We got Terry Boston joining us for the show. Hey, Terry Boston, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Man, I got to tell you something. I'm talking about themes for building a collection. My theme, I've gone for the gold Breguets. What do you think?
It's a wonderful choice. I mean, you know, last night I was looking at some of the old vintage Rolex Savannah ads, and now I'll tell you what, Rolex back in the 60s, they really had the best advertising for the Savannah that you could possibly see, like Bond 6538 and all that. A remarkable watch. And, you know, I tell you what, it's because, you know, but well, I was telling you before, though, about the Tudor. You know, Tudor, they were developing look like original 6538 with the black bay. But you know, I tell you what, I have a thing for dive watches, not just from watching 007. But I think it's interesting, like, you know, it goes with like the British Navy. I was never,
Yes,
but
I agree.
issued a Tudor, you know, and they're all issued a Tudor. And the Tudor because of its superior water resistance. And Rolex was known for that because, you know, as you know.
I love Tudors.
And that's what's interesting about Rolex. You know,
so I got to tell you, what do you think of my theme? Okay, I tell you what I want to do in my life. 3 Bregs.
Well, Breguet.
Yeah. I want to wear them. I want to get rid of steel stunners, just have gold. What do you think of that?
That makes sense because, you know, for someone who's 50 and over, that makes sense because you sort of outgrow the steel thing. It's just like if you had an all-gold manor. And, you know, I think personally, if anyone out there in the world has one diver, one chronograph, it should be like a Daytona. It should be because if you can afford that, you know, not everyone can, especially if they're in gold. And, you know, that's what I've always told people, you know, especially people who weren't even able to afford that. You know, if you had just say £60,000.
There's no more you need as a man about town. Look at this.
Yeah.
You got sports in solid gold, right?
Right.
You've got a enamel dial for black tie.
Yes.
And then you've got the traditional for all other formal occasions.
Yeah, I think you've got a remarkable
That's all a man needs. Those 3 watches is all he needs.
Yeah. And now I got to tell you, Archie, I sorry I haven't been on to see your show lately. I've been asked a couple of weeks. I've been.
We've got T-Dubs on, and T-Dubs has got an announcement. Open your mouth, turn your camera up. Look at this. This is the new T-Dubs.
See those teeth, Arch? Those teeth. Those teeth are the launch. I'm finding it hard to talk. The teeth are the launching pad. They're the launching pad. T-Dubs is launching from the teeth.
So was this free? Did you have to pay for the dentist, or this is all government provided? How was it?
Well, no, we've you know, I had to I'm just swallowing some water. It took time. It took time and some arm twisting. Some arm twisting. Some arm twisting.
So did you pay for it, or was the government paid?
Arm twisting, Arch. Arm twisting. Arm twisting. I've always paid. I've always paid. T-Dubs has always paid his way. Now I know what you want to say. I know what you want to mean. What you mean? T-Dubs got them for free. He got them for free. He didn't pay.
Where's Terry gone? Where's he gone?
Where's Terry? Terry, I jumped on to say hi to Terry. Have we heard from Mikey? What's going on with Mikey? Mikey's gone. Well, there's big happenings. There's going to be big happenings soon. I cannot reveal. I cannot make revelations as to, Jesus, I'm talking well with them. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Yeah,
hey,
it's going well.
So what happened then? Tell me, how did you, to the teeth? What's happened with the internet? Have you got internet on yet?
Not yet, but there could be. Look, I just think I need a new phone, Arch. I've got to get in. I'm looking at a new phone.
Sorry,
I think things can be done from the handset these days.
Sorry, I've got a weak connection out here, so I'm in the country.
Terry the tosser. Terry, how are you old tosser?
You know, is the right decision.
Terry the tosser. Tosser Terry.
Good, how are you, sir? How are you, sir?
Luxury.
Tosser Terry.
Tosser Terry. Yeah, so.
Okay.
But I think personally, whatever decision you make with your watches is the best decision you could possibly ever make, you know. And, you know, yeah. So, I mean, every man is all to console.
Get rid of the fucking Bregos, Arch, and get a gold sub and just have the gold sub and the world time. There you go. That's one. And that's it. That's it. Gold sub, world time. Keep the speedy. Keep the no, get rid of the Pam. Get rid of the Pam and get rid of that. Get rid of the enamel dot. Keep your chrono, Brego. Keep the chrono, Brego.
Can we get a shitters tier list table?
You need another sub, Arch. You need a sub. You need a sub to round it out. Get a sub or get a Steel Sports. Get the monochrome Tudor Black Bay. I think it's 39 on the Jubilee, or I think Bear's got it. It's a cheap no date sub, mate. It's a discount. It's a discount diver. It's a discount diver. It's a discount no date sub. There you go. Or yeah, keep your gold. Keep your. What do you want two Bregos for? What do you want two Bregos? You've got the Brego, the big fucking gold. The gold. What is it?
Well, he's got another super chat.
Yes,
$5. I don't believe the rumor that Tan being a closet gay.
Well, look, who cares? You know.
Who cares? I don't think that really matters at all. And we got Patel Philippe, $14. AC3, you should have voted Dutton. You paid for T-Does Bacon Tooth with your taxpayer funds. Your super is next. Yes, it is. It's true.
You know, I'm actually going. I got to tell Archie something really quick. You know,
how's your teeth, Terry?
To bears.
Terry, how's your teeth? Is your teeth okay?
Yeah, to gay bears.
How's your teeth,
it's
Terry?
okay. I've been drinking Twinnings lately, the instant Twinnings, because it's not the same. It's
no,
not
teeth,
the same.
not tea. Teeth. Teeth, mate, teeth. Twinings. Oh, I've got Tetley, mate. I've got Tetley.
Yeah,
I've got
my teeth okay.
I've got Tetley tea bags. I got Tetley tea bags, Terry. Tetley tea bag.
First class.
Class and glass. Tetley tea bags, class and glass.
They consider 20 for working class. I can't see it at all. I got a weak connection, I told you, so it ain't working. Yeah, good luck to you, Archie, though. You know, you got the whole collection 3-piece there.
I gotta say, we got another super chat here. G Daywa, $5. T Dubs is A grade. Watch Nick is gay grade.
Nicky's all right. Better leave Nicky alone.
G Gadwa.
G Gadwa. G Gads is a T Dubs fan. G Gad.
We got Batman, $5 New Zealand. You're not fooling anyone, Dubs. We know Centrelink paid for those teeth.
No, not exactly. No. Centrelink don't pay for teeth. Centrelink don't pay for teeth.
Archie, what happened to the Beamer?
What happened to the what?
The Beamer. What happened to the Beamer?
Yeah, look, I got it outside. That's all. It's still got it.
You still got it? Okay, you gonna get rid of it?
Variety for you guys.
Yeah. I don't know.
You guys
so which one do you prefer the most? The Audi or the Beamer?
Oh, the Beamer. The Beamer.
Yeah,
Beamer is a more expensive model.
The Beamer is a saloon. Terry, the Beamer is a saloon. Sure the Audi is an SUV. It's a small SUV. It's not a saloon.
Like,
the Beamer is a four-door saloon.
You know what the Americans call crossover? It's a crossover. It's
crossover. Cross, lacrosse.
That's
lacrosse. Remember lacrosse? Remember lacrosse? Arch, remember lacrosse? Lacrosse?
Yeah.
Lacoste. Remember Henri? Remember Henri, the French tennis player?
Lacoste.
Remember Henri?
You sound like Paul Hogan saying that.
Henri. And Stefan Edberg, mate. Stefan Edberg. He wore the date just at Wimbledon. He wore the date just on centre court at Wimbledon. Stefan Edberg.
Yeah.
Stefan Edberg.
But that's what I was just talking to Archie about. You know, if I bought in the future, like in 3-4 years' time, if I bought another Rolex, it would have to be a Samara, but it'd have to be
Terry,
the one with the crown guards, because there's no one.
You heard about Lord Tiddlywinks? Lord Tiddlywinks.
Yeah, Tiddlywinks.
Lord Tiddlywinks. Lord Tiddlywinks.
Lord Tiddlywinks.
Lord Tiddlywinks. Lord Tiddlywinks at Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Lord, this is Lord Tiddlywinks coming to you live from Wimbledon. How are you today, ladies and gentlemen?
Ooh.
We're drinking champagne and we're eating strawberries. Good on you, Terry.
Are you
there
sure
you go, Arch. There's a bit of a rev up. I gotta go, man.
Hey, thank you so much for coming on, man. Terry.
So anyways, I wonder. Yeah,
we got William Gaudrian, €2. Yes, Arch. Buy a gold sub.
So I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Now, does
we got a super chat. Patel Philippe, $5.
Yeah.
Now that T-Dubs have got teeth, will his confidence increase and he'll be headed to bangers soon? Good point.
So I got a question about the 14060 Samana. What is your opinion on the 14060? Like, I mean, if you know, because they're going for pretty high, but also low, depending upon dealer. And Israel's price is like 8,200 all the way.
So tell me this, Terry. What's your aim in your collecting? What are you going to do? See, for me.
So you think it's good value for money?
Amazing. We got Dis Jerez. Dis. How are you, Dis?
Diver.
Hey, what's up?
Dis, what's going on? Are you safe?
Yeah, I have a bomb shelter nearby. I heard people are worried, so I can't say I'm fine. And
Yeah,
Man,
but I
when
don't
is
have it
this
right
rubbish
now.
gonna
It'll
stop,
take
man?
about
We
a year or
want you
two to
guys
save
to
up.
be safe.
Yeah, I'm safe. Hi, Terry.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
though, it like this though, all over the world. I mean, it's even in Ireland right now, the economy's kind of shit. So it's not doing well financially. The markets.
Economy's not
I was
good.
talking to a banker the other day. He said something about stocks that's projected at the end of the year to completely drop, and parts of like Hong Kong, the United States. So, yeah.
How's your watch collection going? This?
What?
But
What?
How's your watch collection going?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just wearing this one. You know,
it's going to be like
if I
1984
die,
all over again.
if I die with the Coke on. Yeah.
What about the ceramic? Do you like the ceramic sub?
No, I don't know. I don't actually like it. I like the 5-digit. You know, just the 5-digit Rolexes.
Tell Philippe, hello, computer world.
Yeah, hello. That's me. That's my other username. Hey, Pato. What's up?
How have you been? What's going on with your collecting? You know, I sold a few pieces off. I actually got rid of the IWC I had. I'm just trying to sell off. What do you do when the market is so tough you can't sell something?
When you can't sell it, I don't know, sell it at a loss if you really need the money. If not, just be patient. Wait when you can sell it for a good price, I guess. Right?
It's very tough market at the moment, this.
Well, yeah, I know. The world is a crazy place. Everybody wants to go to war and fight, and
You know, the worst people I found. The worst people I have found are, you know who the worst people are?
No, who are the Nazis? I don't know.
No, the worst people I've found are Seiko buyers.
They're worse than Nazis.
No, what I'm saying is this: they're just very hard to deal with.
Seiko buyers. Why? What's wrong with Seiko buyers?
They're just hard. They don't negotiate. That's the price. That's all I'll pay. That's it. You think, oh fuck.
Sorry, I had to reconnect. The connection's bad. So, I can tell you the other day, I had somebody contact me from a forum about my own watch I wear daily, my eDocs, even though you think it's a crapper, right? I was offered £2,200 for it because he said that the silver dial, since they don't make it anymore, that he was interested in buying it because he said that he was looking for that because he collects eDocs watches. So, and of course, I know it's not high end or anything, but I said, well, it's got 7750. He said, yeah, that's the movement he's looking for because that's one, he likes that movement. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to sell it because if I do, I won't have a watch. Period, right? I have to tell the time, but it's feels like something's missing off your wrist. You ain't got your watch, what I'm talking about, right? So you feel naked without your wristwatch, And but I told him, I said, well, so maybe, because I mean I've had it. It's decent watch, keeps good time, but no.
I got to tell you something. Sometimes the community there, they are very anti. You try and do something interesting and they turn on you. They very much turn. We've got Ken Fresno. Stay safe, Dis. 5-digit sub, box and papers, Terry. 1 and done. And we've got...
Samantha.
You have a 10 super chat.
And we've got Patel Philippe, $5. Seiko Blue Lagoon Turtle or Ninja Turtle. Show me both AC3. Let's get it up.
Turtle or Ninja Turtle.
The Blue Lagoon.
Where are you from, Terry? Where do you live?
Prospects. That's a Prospects. That's a Prospects. That's a Prospects.
Yeah, Perspex, I don't like their logo. They put it everywhere. It's fucking... I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, because I like the old Seiko before they put Perspex on everything. Before they... Yeah, they just...
It's like Omega put Seamaster on everything, even things that aren't really waterproof.
Well, yeah, but it's Omega. It's a little bit, higher on the foot scale. So... Yeah.
No,
Okay, so that's
to be totally honest,
Blue
it's not super
Lagoon
bad.
Samurai and the Turtle. The Blue Lagoon Samurai and Turtle.
It's like
The
the
turtle.
Camry LE versus the SC.
The turtle is on the left side. That's the one, yeah. That's the turtle case.
And then the Ninja, Seiko Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, that should be a black, I think, PVD one. Maybe if I'm mistaken. Yeah.
Yep, you know it. You know this stuff, Dis.
Mm-hmm.
It's very PVD. Look at this. This is amazing stuff. But how have you found PVD? Does it peel off?
I don't like it. It's weird to me. I don't like it.
Look at it.
It's cool. I mean, it's cool. It's like
It's
the
cool
Ninja.
when it's new.
But it's a little bit, I don't know, for kids, for teenagers. I don't know. It's like...
I'll be back. 1 minute.
Like the No Time to Die Seamaster. It's like, you're a grown man and you're wearing like a spy, fictional spy. I don't know. No judging. I had that watched it.
You know what movement that is, don't you? That's Seiko's
What?
7S26C movement they've been using for years.
Yeah, it's a workhorse. It's good. Just in decking, no wine.
This. I can't give the Seiko away, Dis. Nobody wants them.
No,
Why give it
nobody
away?
buys them. Nobody buys them. They don't.
You want to sell it?
Tell me if I'm asking too much, Dis. I really want to know, okay?
Show me the watch. What is it?
£1,000.
I'll show you the watch, Dis. Look at this.
What's the reference?
Look at it. Look at that, okay?
Yeah, this is the standard box, yeah.
I'll show it to you. So this is the...
Okay.
This is a beautiful watch, Dis. Beautiful box. Look at that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, and this is the watch. Look at this. Da-da-da-da.
Okay, okay, wait a little bit. Okay, that's the 62 mass. What's the reference on this one? It should cost fetch a good price, actually.
Yeah, I think I may have paid too much for it, Dis.
Well, how much did you pay?
In what currency do you want to know?
US dollars.
I paid 700.
Okay, let's see. I'm checking with my sources.
You'll never get that back out of it because it's.
Yeah, actually, you paid a good price, judging on Watch Recon. Do you know Watch Recon?
It's an SBDC 165.
SPP. No, that's a
SBDC 165.
The Asian market reference. It's also SPB 297. Okay, yeah, 700 is good actually.
But I'm offered a lot less, Dis.
How much? What's the price you gave to put on it?
Well, I put 700 on it, but I've been lowballed, Dis.
Well, you should put 700, 750, and then you'll be, be able to bargain.
Been offered 520, Dis, 520.
No.
It's just proving to be a real bastard to sell. I don't know why.
You should ask for 750, 770 maybe, and then go down a little, maybe to 650.
I don't know why Seiko is proving to be so hard to sell, Dis.
Well, it's not Rolex, It's not vintage Omega. It's Rolex. It's just.
I thought people loved Seiko.
They do, but I don't know, man.
What's
Did you
the
buy it
problem?
yourself? What?
Who buys this shit?
You bought it, didn't you?
Yeah.
How come you bought a Seiko, man?
I was bored, Dis.
Oh, wow. Yeah, boredom makes a man do stupid things.
I'm going to put the price. I'm going to make it $9.99. $9.99.
That's a bit steep, to be honest. But
No, that's Aussie dollars. That's Aussie.
all right.
We got Terry back. Yeah, Dis, it's been pretty terrible, Dis. It's been pretty fucking terrible. I had the buyers for that watch there. Fuck, are they stingy? They are so stingy, man.
Yeah,
To
man.
be totally honest, you only buy a Seiko if you can't afford Swiss. It's kind of like when you buy your Camry, and then if you can't, and then you try to buy your first entry level Benz, but you haven't got quite enough yet, so you haven't built up enough equity, and then you try to buy it like in another 2 years, then you can afford it. That's sort of what it's like with Seiko. You know, it's just that, but it really, I can tell you, Seiko's market is very competitive in Hong Kong and places, and especially Malaysia. A lot of people don't realize. It's like with Dunhill. At one time, it sold extremely well in New York and places, but today, though, it sells better in Hong Kong and places like that in Japan than it ever did, like in England and New York. So that's the thing. What difference of the market, you know?
Terry, maybe
Yeah.
you should buy the Seiko off Archie. What do you say? Okay, maybe
I
not.
don't know. It's just very tough. Watch market's tough.
It is. It is.
It's not the same as it used to be, Dis. You know what I mean? The watches,
No.
they're not, people aren't as excited about watches as they used to be, you know, Dis?
Right. Yeah, they're not.
I mean, it gets old, man. You know, there are better things in life. You know, just
But can I tell you this though? Over the last 2 years, and you might disagree with this, vintage Rolexes have increased at auction price by about 18%. So at Sotheby's, Christie's, and all over the world, auction prices for vintage Rolex pieces has gone up about 18% at auction.
Yeah. I know what you're saying, Dis. I honestly, I don't know what I can say. It's fuck Dis. You remember when you were selling shit off? Have you heard anything about that scumbag who took advantage of you?
yeah, I get some lawyer pro bono who stood like threatened to sue him, and I got the money back. So
But what's that guy's story? Why is he such an asshole? Why would he do that?
because some people are just assholes, you know, that's human nature, I guess. Yeah, you have a super chat. A few super chats. I think you missed a few.
I missed a few. Where did I miss? Okay, here we go. Let's go through it. I've got a few. Here we go. Here we go. We got one here. We got Patel Philippe, $5. Terry, do you recommend Savile Row or Hong Kong suits to wear at your first Ferrari purchase in Kent?
I think Terry is off and on. Like his connection is shit.
I'd go Hong Kong. Hong Kong's much more amazing. We got Patel Philippe, $2. 62 mass versus 6105, 8,000. Show me both on the screen. I got to tell you, 62 mass is a. You know what's wrong with the 62 mass? It's so fucking expensive. What were those dickheads thinking?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
What the fuck are those idiots thinking? Really?
Yeah, so the 62 mass is first Seiko diver.
Now my watch looks like a mass, doesn't it? Don't you think, or not?
Yeah, because it's like a new iteration, modern iteration. It's not the classic design. It's very similar. Reinterpretation, that's the marketing word they use for it.
So that's the 62 mass.
Yeah, that's the OG. Yeah, that's the OG. The one on the left is like the gray, you know.
And then he's saying to compare it to a
The other one is the
6105-8000.
Yeah,
Let's call that up.
that's the Willard. Do you know that watch?
Yes, yes, that's the one from Platoon.
No, Apocalypse Now. Martin Sheen wore it there.
I love Martin Sheen, don't you?
Of course, it's a great movie. Marlon Brando.
You had a Willard, didn't you?
What? I had this. I had the original too. Yeah, like one of them. Yeah.
We got Mac Lobster, $2. Do a channel giveaway and take the write-off.
What's?
It's going to cost me $1,000 to give this away.
But maybe you'll get lots of views and I don't know, super chats and stuff.
Maybe I'll get nothing, Dis. I went to fucking Geneva. That cost me 10,000. That cost me 10 of these fucking things, and I got nothing back.
Yeah.
And we got Patel Philippe, $2. Poll update. What's happening with the poll? Who paid for T-Dub's new gummers? AC3, Narc, Angelic Slayer, all of the above. And Terry's back.
I guarantee you,
you $5 because Seiko wears a cheap, nasty vinyl Ficas. Please do a series on what your watch says about you, Seiko owners.
it's like this. I guarantee you, you leave that watch in a public park somewhere, or if you leave it in a public restroom, I guarantee it, or a truck stop, I guarantee it'll be there 3 days later, because they don't. It's like, I mean, yeah, the average bloke would look, it's a Seiko, great, it's it keeps great time, but it's really hard to sell these damn things, because I've even met, it's people trying to sell them globally. It's hard to sell the damn things. It really is, because nobody.
Olivia Hooper, $2. Heard rumors that the Rat becoming a Christopher Ward ambassador. Good on him.
Was there?
Dis.
Yeah.
Hey, Dis. Big shout out from Australia, brother. I'm glad, happy to see you, man. It's good to see you.
Who is this? I can't see you.
T-Dubs. Yeah.
T-Dubs.
Me up.
I can't see you.
Let's bring him up. Full screen, T-Dubs.
Stay safe, Dis. Love you, brother.
Hey, good to see you, man. Yeah, keep safe. What's going on?
Keep the Seiko, Arch. Keep the Seiko, man. You're going to get burnt. You're going to get lowballed on it, man. You're going to get lowballed on it.
No, wait a minute. He could sell it for about £600. It's an Australian dollar. He could sell it. It's just, here's the problem. You got to find it. You got to find a collector.
Yeah. My ass, mate. Yeah.
Here we go. Patel Philippe, $5. Sent you my.
I must say, I was going to pull the trigger on one at Ronnie.
Can you show this? 62 Matt, 6105, 6105 Willard, and Japanese domestic market first edition turtle. Let's call this up. Have a look at this, Dis.
Yeah, let's see that. Oh, wow.
You're a Seiko fan, aren't you, Dis, or not?
I'm a big Seikoholic, of course.
I like, where do you get those rubber straps from, Tan? I love the rubber. I might get a rubber. Showing it now. Here we go. Look at this.
Oh, okay. We have a 62 mass on the left, Willard, 2 Willards actually, and the turtle on the right. Waffle strap. What's the name of that? The other strap, 10, I forgot. And the Tropic.
Yeah, would
Wow.
you actually dive down Titanic for one of these?
Chocolate strap, I think. Wow. Yeah, that's if you like Seiko and divers, you like this is a yeah. Can't get better than this actually.
What did you think?
Well, it's amazing, man. I mean, there's another Seiko like 300 meter, the first one. Forgot the reference. That's 10 should get, I think, if he can. He knows what I'm referring to. But this is like, yeah, it's perfect, and the condition is great.
Really, the problem is you buy a Seiko now, you kind of regret it. So it's so thing, and then like you try to sell, you can't sell it. So then you're like, oh shit, I should have bought it used. You know what I'm talking about? So it's so thing of it, like because you try to get rid of it in 2 or 3 years, and you're like, oh, I can't get rid of it. You know, even if the market's up, it's like, oh, no, I can't get rid of it. So nobody wants the damn thing. That's the thing of it with Seiko.
Well, these Seikos are very like that. They have a value. They're 30, 40
Yeah.
years ago, 50.
Yeah.
The one on the left could be 50 years even. So they'll be reaching 50. So very collectible. Today they're just churn it out like with the prospects like Archie has. No offense, it's a good watch, but it's not like they used to be.
It is a good watch. I mean, they've you know pretty much withstood the test of time, but value wise, it's like you know you can't really even get what 50% stake back out of these things. You know, that's the thing of it because you know the watch market's bonkers all over the world. You know, you try to sell it and you can't sell it. Aim for 50% back. You know what you call it. So you got to like low price it and all to sell. I mean, you know, you go all over like the Asian nation, Hong Kong, Singapore places. They got street vendors selling these for like 60% below retail and all that with boxing papers and all that. So it's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think, Archie? Do you like any of these?
You know what?
What?
They look amazing. It's good to see Tan's got a variety of collecting genres, don't you think? Like, I mean, he doesn't just stay with Patek. He's got some Seikos, some roll. He's got some variety, man.
Yeah, for sure. He's
This would make a Seiko collector go wet.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like he would just have to go and do something about it. It's amazing. Wow. 10. But you need that 300 meter diver.
He needs a diver?
No, he needs there's another reference that I forgot the reference. Let me dig that
What do
up.
you reckon? What rubber strap would look good on this Seiko here? What do you reckon would look good?
Oh, a tropic strap, like the one on the left in the picture, for sure.
Actually, you know something I had it.
This 20 mil strap?
Yeah, I think it's 20 mil. Yeah.
I think for that watch it'd be easier to go with the NATO.
I don't like NATO, but it's a matter of taste.
Well, like the solid blue with a white stripe, maybe. NATO.
Yeah, that might work. Yeah. I don't like the NATO where it's like, you know, it's weird. It looks weird sometimes. So
Does Seiko even make NATO straps?
they made some type of like not NATO, precisely NATO, but yeah, they made something.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Archie. I'll tell you what. If you spice that up with selling it with a rubber or NATO strap, I will guarantee you internationally somebody will buy that watch. You'll have to ask more money for it, but in order to get back out, we pay for the strap. But I guarantee you, if you do that, make that little fine adjustment to it, somebody will buy it.
Yep. Yep. It's I just find it really, really difficult, okay?
Yeah. It's, you know, what's so strange is that it's just like, you know, with all other watch brands right now there, if it's not like Rolex or Tudor, you know, which is always the prestige, you know, it's difficult. And in brands like Breitling and all that, they're suffering to sell because, you know, people either want pre-owned or they don't, you know, people have the money, they don't want to necessarily pay £9,300 for a Breitling when they can buy a Black Bay 4200. You know what I'm talking about. So think of it.
We have a super chat from Thomas Burnett. Good to see you, Thomas. Hope you're
Thomas
doing well.
Burnett, great guy. Thomas Burnett, $2, £2. Seiko 61396000 or 61380040. Favorite chrono.
Those are two very iconic models. One is the Pogue and one is the Bullhead.
Yeah.
Let's pull them up. The Pogue was used in space in one of the space missions in the 60s or 70s. Actually, 70s.
This was one of the first chronographs, wasn't it? First
Yeah.
automatic.
Yeah.
And what color do you like? What's the best color, Dis?
Well, this one is considered like the quintessential color because it was worn in space, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the gold, you mean?
Yeah, the gold. It's very 70s, but I like it. 1970, you see?
Yeah.
The blue one is, I also like the blue one, actually. Yeah, I'd go for the gold. Yeah, it catches a good price. You see the price? It's very good. And the other one is the Bullhead.
Price isn't bad, really.
Yeah.
No sapphire crystal, though, right?
Well, it depends. You know, you don't know what happened. The watch is 55 years old. Like what they did with it inside and replaced shit, and you gotta.
Yeah.
Vintage is a minefield, you know.
Yeah.
Like you have to be a real collector to buy that, and do inspection is required. Archie, you pulling up the other one?
Yep, I've got the other one coming up. So the other one, this is one of my favorite Seikos, Dis.
Yes, the Bullhead, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you know those bullheads. Citizen also had some bullheads. You know that? You remember the Citizen?
Yeah, they wore it in the America. Once Upon a Time in America? Brad Pitt wore it.
That is absolute. And these are Seiko 5s. They were pretty. Wasn't that their entry level? The Seiko 5 Dis.
Yeah, but I'm not sure that this one is a 5. Is this a 5? I'm not sure that this one is a 5.
It's got a 5 on the dial.
Because that's the date. I think that's just the date.
Look there, Dis.
Oh shit! Oh, I didn't see. Okay, yeah, all right. So it's wow.
There you go, Dis.
That don't look entry level.
Is this the one, Thomas? I don't know. Thomas will tell us. I'm not sure if it's what it meant.
What do you think, Dis? Seiko 5. What was Seiko 5? What's the significance of that?
Well, the 5 things. I forgot what the reliability, blah blah blah. They actually gave it to you for a very good price, so you didn't have to go and buy a, expensive Swiss watch. Seiko gave it to you all, I think.
They did. What went wrong with Seiko?
Ooh, I'm not sure that. I mean, they're making lots of money. I mean, they're still very profitable as a company. So people buy them, people collect them.
They basically they profits, like he just said, profits, and they basically. I mean, they still build a renowned quality product, like a Toyota Corolla, but as though it's like this, really. The reason why they look so much down upon is because the marketing architect and the
You got Mac Lobster, $5. My favorite Seiko that I kept in my collection was a Seiko Marvel Mystery. Pull it up, big boy, 1950s. Seiko Marvel Mystery. Fuck, look at this disc. This is beautiful. It's like a JLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a special specimen.
Do you like it?
Well, no, but I mean, I appreciate that it's special. I wouldn't, not so legible, and it's kind of weird, like aesthetically, but just my taste. Yeah, it's a mystery dial. You know, I don't like mystery. I like when everything is apparent, like everything is, you can see
Yes.
everything. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, mystery dials, dis. Life is a mystery without having mystery dials, don't you think?
Oh yeah.
The universe is a mystery, Archie.
In
Maybe you don't
59,
even
though,
exist.
what? In 1959, though, the jeweler, what like would the retail price be on there? About $250 American or something.
What?
In 1959, like, what would the list price or something be like? About $250 American or something, you know?
Oh, no idea. Maybe Mac Lobster can tell us. I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah. Actually, it is legible. I wasn't sure how to read it, but I see the minute hand, the hour hand, and second hand. That's interesting. I like the dome crystal. Right.
Yeah. And then if they made a modern interpretation of that today, there'd probably be a dome sapphire. Well, hardlex would be hardlex or sapphire drinks, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I think they they had the hardlex. Most of the models today, prospects have the sapphire already.
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, I've owned Seikos. I've actually owned about 4 of them. A few of them were automatic. However, I didn't like it. I'm just saying that as a statement. I didn't like it. It kept a good time.
What didn't you like about them?
So then I went with Swiss. Because, I mean, it is like a vibe thing. I seen From Russia with Love about 6 times over. And so he was on the train. It kind of turned me on.
This guy's as mad as you, Dis. This guy's as nuts as you, Dis.
Why?
He saw.
So I saw it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Connery was wearing his 6538. So I saw that watching and thought about that night and day for a week. As like, you know what? I've never owned a diver. So what I bought, I didn't buy. I received as a Christmas present. Was my very first Glycine Combat sub with an ADA 2824-2 in it. However, it was the 4th generation version movement, but it wasn't chronometer certified. So, and I was like, because it was waterproof, as it said, to 200 meters, just like Bond's Samana. But it almost looked identical to the Samana dial because it had that really cool Swiss lingo to it, even though it was like, of course, it's entry level Swiss, right? But it had that really cool like lingo to it, like the Swiss dial to it, even though the dial was white. And that was my first one. And then I sold that watch back in 2021, and I bought a newer interpretation of it with a 46mm case because the original one had a 48mm. Big watch. And so, if you know anything about Glycine's history, Eugene Milan founded the company in 1914. You get what I'm saying? So he was known for his large, robust cases in Switzerland and Biel. So I bought the newer interpreted model that year after I sold that one. Later that summer, I bought a newer interpreted model with the same movement, but it had the almost chronometer spec on it. And it was water resistant now to 300 meters on its own.
I got to
Yeah.
tell you this.
Yeah.
This.
Mm-hmm.
The thing you've
Archie,
got to remember. The thing you got
why
to
are
remember.
you? Yeah, go ahead.
The thing you got to remember is this. You don't need to own every fucking example that ever. I love you because you got your watch you love most is the GMT, and you wear that fucker every day.
That's right. I wear it like every day, all the time.
When did you first get your first Rolex, Dis? I've never asked you this. When did you get your first Rolex? How old were you, and what happened?
I was 32 years old, and I bought a 16610. That was my grail since I was 18 years old.
16610. It's a sub
Yeah.
date.
Yeah.
What serial number was it?
F. It was a 2004.
Okay, great watch.
Yeah, no holes case.
Yeah.
Solid end links, full set, very good
Yeah.
condition. And yeah, I wore it for like, wow, endlessly, every day, every night. I would sleep.
Is that the one you sold to the arsehole?
Yeah, man. Archie, I gotta tell you, I regret it so much. I wanted the sub back. I would sell this and get the sub. I know that this is a better watch, but I prefer the Submariner. It's just I like the diver, but it is what it is.
So what happened? Tell me the story.
Well, yeah, I made a mistake. I don't know if I want to repeat it right now. I made a bad mistake. I trusted the guy too much on the sale, and I shouldn't have. So,
But he wouldn't return the watch either, would he?
No, he was like, yeah, I checked it, and I will pay you less. Like, yeah, I just took it in 2 installments, the payment. I should have just gotten one payment. Like, it is what it is, man. I wasn't having the best judgment at the time, so.
Yeah, at least you got your money eventually. I must say, it all.
Yeah, I learned a lesson, and I got the money, and I didn't pay for a lawyer, so it's all good. And yeah.
Do you wish you could have that watch back?
Not that specific watch, but I hope one day I'll get a 16610 back. Yeah, it's like the quintessential.
I own the 16610. I love that reference.
Yeah.
Now, how old are you? How many years ago was this? You got that watch?
Me, 4 years ago. Sorry, my internet connection is out. So.
Sorry, I was just asking this. When did you get your? How long ago was that?
That was in 2018, so that was fucking.
What I don't understand is this: why is it that you've got a ceramic sub now, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you fucking love that? That should be a better one of that.
Yeah, but I don't like it, so I just keep it like for saving. If I have to sell it, then for money. I don't like it. I don't like. I wear them. I mean, my friend, I tried wearing them, and they feel like jewelry to me. They don't feel like tool watches. I'm sorry, I know they are, but
That's what's happened with Rolex, Dis. They've become, instead of being tool watches, they've become a watch for tools.
That's good. That's good.
You're not wrong about that.
Look at plastic, right? Look at plastic and HR. I got to be honest with you. He comes on. He makes me want to vomit, that guy, okay? That's why I've gone Breguet, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, let me ask you something, Dis. Do you want, like, my world time? That is my get out of jail card watch, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
I can basically jump on a plane to Bangkok or Hong Kong and survive for 12 months with the sale of that watch.
That's amazing. Wow. Okay.
Don't sell a world time because that is a keeper. Like most people in their lifetime never get a world time. So.
Do you have a Rolex? What? Sorry, Terry.
Yeah.
What do you have?
I had a Rolex. Actually, I had two of them. I had a Rolex years ago. Older models, not recent. I had a 14,000M, the 35 or 34 mil Air King. Archie knows that watch well. And I had a 1967 Datejust with the 1570 movement in it. And the Datejust was actually one of Rolex's bread and butter movements that they used for many years, including the Explorer 1 and the original GMT Master, but they modified it and added a GMT function to it. And so the 1560 and 1570 movements by Rolex were actually the two old bread and butter movements, and actually a very reliable source movement. And then the 3100, say the 30, I think I'm getting it right, 3130 movement was actually a decent movement, but it was not COSC certified in most models. So that was like, I guess you could say late 90s, early millennium, like 2000 or something. Then they switched over. And the Air King was a very decent watch. It kept very good time. Had, of course, the the triple lock crown and all that. But I didn't keep it because it was kind of a small watch for my wrist and everything. So if I was going to buy anything in the future, I was just telling Archie about this. It would probably be the Tudor Black Bay or the Rolex Samana 14060. And that was two like popular choices I've been researching, And I would say the Samana 14060 or the Tudor Black Bay, very attractive options for like that sort of vintage and style look. Because on a dive watch, I've got to agree, I don't really think a date function is necessary at all. And a dive watch,
You want the 14060, the two liner, not the M with the 4 lines, right?
That's correct. Yeah, late 90s model. So
yeah. I had a 1960
Holds case as well.
Yeah. It's a great watch.
Yeah.
Sweet spot.
So, and
I got to tell you, in the Explorer 2s, they had solid end links with Holes case. Did they do that on the no date? I can't remember.
No idea.
There was a Rolex form that came out a week ago said they didn't on the earlier models. So I think in the early 90s they changed it to where it was.
I got to tell you this, 16610. If you could build a 5-digit collection, what would you get? 16610, a GMT, and a 16570 Explorer 2.
4, yeah. The three, perfect. Yeah.
That's it. That would be perfect.
Yeah. I don't need anything. I could only deal with the 16610. I mean, the sub, but yeah,
Also, Archie, later when you get a chance to check your email today, I sent you a few emails.
Yep, I got him, Terry. I got it.
Cool. Did you see the one where they found the Samana on the sidewalk and he polished it?
Interesting stuff there. I got to tell you what's happening with your collection? What's going on? Do you want to buy a car? Are you into cars,
I told you I like those BMWs from the 80s, the E5, E8, I don't know, something like that, those. And Mercedes from the early 90s. And mafia cars, mafia cars?
Oh, yeah.
From the 70s and 60s?
Yeah.
So cool, Liz.
Yeah.
What's going on?
The W140.
Any love interest in your life?
Not at the moment, no.
No.
Are you on a dating site?
No, I don't like those. They're like a meat market. I don't like that.
Meat market?
Yeah.
You don't like meat market. What do you like then? How do you meet somebody then? Tell me this.
I'm not trying to meet anyone actively at the moment, so it's not on my agenda,
Has your mum tried to introduce you to anybody, relatives or referrals?
No, not really. Not really. I have a brother and he's married. He has children, so she got the grandchildren. So yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
Jerez, this I gotta tell you,
W140.
man.
yeah.
You were man, you love the vintage Kish, don't you? Vintage. 5-digit.
Yeah, I'm like you. I like the Love Boat. I like the I like old stuff.
Mm.
I like old music. Session musicians, music.
No, you're right. This, you're 100% right, man.
Remember we did the music show, the movies and music show.
Yes. Yeah. See, people don't get that, do they? They don't understand it, do they?
No, man.
I like.
Honestly, so that is a very good topic. What happened to Mercedes?
Sorry, what happened to what?
Mercedes.
Well, I mean, that is a very good question he raises, though. What happened to Mercedes? Like in the 90s, they were
They went into bed with.
if you couldn't afford Rosa
they went into partnership with Chrysler.
Yeah.
And that just fucked it all up. They were never
Oh,
the
yeah,
same.
well, yeah. Because
But let me say this
you
to
remember
you,
the old E420, right?
Yeah. I got to tell you this.
Well, they said that was the absolute best.
What? Yeah, man.
This.
Mm-hmm.
Building a super collection. I mean, Speedy, 16610, 16570, and a GMT 16710 or a 700. You don't need more than that, do you?
No, you have the best brand in the world, and yeah, like the best era of Rolex in my opinion. 90s, early 2000s. Early 2000s for me, because you have the Solid End Links and Luminova, Super Luminova.
Yes.
I really like the early 2000s, like in my life, it was a good time. Not for the world so much, but for the good times before everybody, it got shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're saying there.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're saying.
You have a super chat from Yankee Doodle. Good to see Yankee Doodle.
Yankee Doodle. Let's get him up on the screen here. Yankee Doodle. He's a great guy. $2. Terry, what is a good under the radar shoe brand?
Oh, I don't know. I would say, let's see. Bruno Mogli used to make good stuff, but I have a brand of the gym shoes on now. I've got to tell you, they're made Portugal. The shoes are, suitable, but I'll tell you what though, they don't make shit like they used to. It's the leather's quality, but the damn sole's already worn out on. Gave £200 for them. They're real leather, but it's just Jones and Crockett used to make some good casual loafers and stuff. In fact, they probably still make some schedule fitting. They'd probably make you a good pair of casual driver loafers for say £150, something like that. So, but Bond, churches. Everyone knows who Churches shoes are. Churches, they're probably the best shoes made.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Churches are really good shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wear Adidas. I don't know why I wear Adidas.
But they're about £800 a pair though. Who made coronary suits for James Bond? you know, he
Brioni,
made
wasn't it?
Anthony Sinclair, and what made his cut? No, not for Connery. It was Anthony Sinclair. He was a Mayfair tailor, and his cut was unique because of the jacket and lapel back in the 60s. You see, he actually had his suits, fittings, he had them fitted, including his top coat. But when it came to Brosnan, they gave him Briones off the rack that sold for like £8,000 or whatever.
Oh,
And
is
then
that
they just
right?
fitted them for him and did the alterations. Yeah, because back then, if you remember, like in the mid-90s, you walked into like any store or tailor shop in like parts of the world. Even then, they Brioni suits off the rack go for £6,000-7,000 more.
That was so
Depending upon what
expensive.
country you're in. So, I mean, like the prices are. It was back then, yeah, because basically you had to pay a millionaire back then to dress like that. You know, their shirts and ties back then, even then, were going for like $325 or so out of the store. No, that's why Trump wears them, because he's a tall but proportioned man. He wears Brioni suits because they're the one that basically fits his body type. Right.
Dis, what are you buying next? What's the next thing on the horizon?
What am I buying in watches?
Oh, you had enough. You don't want to buy anything.
No, I mean, I don't need anything. I mean, you know, I should save money. You know, I should like go on vacations. I don't know, like holidays or whatever.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, Archie. You have a good evening. Okay.
Hey, thank
I'll
you
talk to
so
you
much,
tomorrow,
man.
Archie.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Love you too. God bless. Bye bye. Farewell.
See you. Yeah, nice guy.
Yeah, no, I got to tell you, Dis, there is some amazing stuff out there, but you got to remember something, Dis.
Mm-hmm.
Can't always get what you want.
Oh, I know that. I know that very well, man.
And I mean, sometimes you go crazy. I've gone crazy for stuff, and it hasn't really helped me. You know what I mean? Like I like to have a few pieces, just enough to enjoy. You know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, I'm at peace with you can't always get what you want, you know. But what I'm looking for in life is a purpose, like something like meaning, you know, something to do, meaningful. That's good for other people, and you feel good about it. That's better than any Rolex, in my opinion. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I mean, you entertain people, so that might be your purpose, you know?
Yes. But I mean, I got to be honest with you, it's a very tough business. This business, the entertainment business, can be fucking brutal, Dis. You realize that, don't you?
I know. Of course I do. Really, you always got to be on the innovate and yeah, I know. Of course.
I mean, it can be very, very difficult, Dis.
Yeah, dude, I know, but you gotta love it. I mean, you gotta have a zest. You gotta have the zest. You know, you gotta wake up and believe in what you do. And,
yeah. It's if you were to, like, let me ask you this: what makes you keep the ceramic if you hate it so much? Why can't you sell it and get like a 16610?
Well, at the moment, it will not be the responsible financial thing to do because I'm not. I need it for any day. Like if I would sell it, I would not buy something new. I would just have the money to pay for things I really need. You know.
Yeah.
It's just knowing like it's a saving. It's a saving for me. It's not anything else more than that. Yeah.
Always see, yes.
Mhm.
Yes. I see what you're saying, Dis. It okay, get you. I get you. I got to be honest with you, Dis. You really have to be aware that these watches themselves there, how many do you need to be happy, for fuck's sake?
You don't need any. I mean, I don't know, 1, 2, 5.
Yeah.
If you consume this content all the time, then you also always need more. You want more. You gotta disconnect
Yeah.
yourself from the social media. And like, people go throughout their lives with just one watch, or so.
No, that's exactly it, Dis. It's I mean, Dis, the thing is that you are such a happy guy, such a happy-go-lucky guy. That's the thing I love about you. Don't ever sell that GMT.
I hope not to have to sell it.
Are things going okay?
Yeah, save for the things that are not going okay, but I'm not going to politicize this stream, although the people in the chat always remind me of that. But I'm a man of peace, as you see. So,
Yes.
Patel Philippe, we have a super chat.
We've got a super chat. Patel Philippe, $2. Dis, goulash or chamois? Yes, dish goulash. Chamois. I
Okay,
think the
so
Greeks make a better one, don't you? What do you think? Do the Greeks make it better?
They call it something else, a gyros or something. I don't know.
Yes, gyros. Yeah.
That's
they got chips in there. Chips.
I know. They also have it in Israel. They have chips and hummus and tahini and salad and Arabic salad. But listen, I am like my grandfather. Like one of my grandfather was Hungarian, so. But I prefer shawarma. But I really like goulash, so I guess go shawarma. But goulash is good as well. So.
Dis, we would have such a great time. Do you remember when Jamie went and visited you?
Yeah, of course. He came. We had a great time. We met. We met another guy.
To visit you actually, Dis.
I wish, like, but would you come here, because it's a little bit risky.
Is the tickets cheaper?
Oh, cheap? It depends. I mean,
I'll just double check that, Dis. Let me have a look.
Okay, you don't want to come here right now, but maybe when there's like peaceful times, hopefully soon, then if you come to Dubai or something to visit Mental Jack, where does he live? Dubai or not Dubai? I don't remember. Sorry, Mental. If you're in the Middle East, you can jump. Abu Dhabi, yeah.
Yes, Abu Dhabi.
Archie in Geneva. Yeah.
Just having a look at tickets. So what's the airport? So I go from Brisbane. What's your airport?
Ben Gurion. That's the first prime minister and the father of the Israeli. Ben Gurion. G-U-R-I.
Okay, got it. So if I was to come 1st of April, I'd stay for 2 weeks, Dis?
Sure, why not? Lots of good food to eat here and stuff.
Can let's have a look how much the ticket would cost. 1st to the 15th. Fuck!
Yeah. How much?
The cheapest ticket is Gee, they want to. Why is it so dear?
Maybe because there's a war now. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason.
$4,000.
Oof. No. It's because of the geopolitical situation, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. My God, it's expensive, Dis.
Yeah, dude, it is. It is. You know the song by Verlaine? What was that song? After the War. I forgot the name of the song. The Pink Floyd sang about it. Maybe someone in the chat knows it.
Air France goes to Tel Aviv.
Israel won't be there by April. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. If it won't, then it will be interesting. Who else will...
Let me just check another ticket.
Okay.
My God, that's crazy. Instead, why don't I go to Ukraine instead of that, okay?
No, don't go to Ukraine, dude.
I just want to see if it's even available. No flights. You can't even fly to Ukraine.
Yeah. No, don't fly. Stay in Brisbane. Yeah, next year in Jerusalem, Archie. You have a super chat from Patel Philippe.
Patel. Actually, it's cheap to go to Moscow. I can fly to Moscow from... Here we go. Patel Philippe, $2. AC3. We also got to go Cairo, man. Pyramids, man. You betcha. I'd love to see the pyramids.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours away from me, so 3 hours. So we can meet, you know. I can come to the border and...
That's incredible.
Yeah, you can see the pyramids from afar, so...
My God, that's amazing, Dis.
You should come here. It's very... Even if you're not religious, like... It's very interesting and touristic. Again, not now. After the war, yeah.
I thought they were working this shit out, Dis. I thought this was all... Trump promised so much stuff.
Well, yeah, but you can't... I mean... It was, but... Sometimes you gotta, you know, act. And... don't want to get into it, really, but...
Dis, it's terrible, man. You're a man of peace. Look at this. I like the dove on the back.
I am really. I mean, if somebody doesn't hate me and doesn't want me to die and my people to die, then I want to be friends, you know. We can work together. We can make beautiful things together. So, but
that's 100% right, Dis. Man, I got to tell you, Dis, you were always such a positive guy there, man. Fuck. Man, if you had money, you'd do all the cool shit. You'd get an 80s Porsche.
Yeah, bro, maybe. Testarossa, right? That's the Ferrari, right?
No, I think you'd have a 928. I show you what you'd get. I tell you, Dis, let's build some fantasy stuff for you. I'm going to just do it now. I'm going to show you what I would get if you won the lottery, right, Dis?
Sure. Yeah.
If you won the lottery.
Okay, let's see.
Let me show you some shit. I'm just going to close some windows down here.
Sure. Yeah, Miami Vice. That's where I would like to be, Jimmy. That's the type of life I would like. I was born in the wrong decade.
Okay, what we get firstly is this. We get a Porsche 928 1977. This is what we get. And I get it. You want green or blue?
Blue.
Yeah, this is the one we get for you, Dis.
Wow.
This is
I love that. That's awesome.
What do you think of that, Dis? Dis, this is what we'd get for you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's futuristic. Very futuristic. Like, I like it. So,
yeah, 1977. That was the original one for the telephone dial wheels.
Oh, yeah, I see.
I tell you what else we get you, Dis. We'd also get for you. We would get a BMW 535i 1988. Look at this, Dis.
Oh yeah. I love it. That's what I love. That's the type of yeah, dude. How can you not love this car? I mean, it's so
Don't you love it?
Dude,
Actually,
that's the type of BMW I think.
90. Yeah, this is what we want, dude. This is it here. This is what we want, this.
That's my birth year, so that's even better.
Look at this, 96.
Yeah, 86, yeah.
86, sorry, 80. What do you think of this, Dis? Oh, I hate
Amazing.
those wheels. Those wheels are from a 7. That's what it should have. That's the wheels it should have there, like that. What do you think? E28, it's called.
80s, I love it.
The Porsche, the Beamer, and you know what else we'd have to get, Dis? We'd have to get a Mercedes. You know what Mercedes we get for you?
Let's see.
450 SLC. Look at these, Dis.
Oh.
Look at the see. It's not an SL. It's an SLC coupe. These are a fat coupe, Dis. These are a fat coupe.
Shit.
What do you think of this? Is coming up. 1 minute. Just wait for it to come. What do you think of this, Dis?
I love the beige color. Yeah, it's
Yeah. What do you think?
Wow. Yeah, it's like dude, that's a great trio.
Yeah, that's what we'd have to get for you, Dis. And then as far as watches go, Dis, see, the thing is, right, I think if we went to watches, what we would say is, okay, so we would say, okay, what do we want to get for Dis? I reckon we go, firstly, we go Rolex 16610. Whoops. 16610. Which is just the original. This is the one you had before, Dis. That's it.
Yeah, right? That's the. I love it so much. Yeah.
Maybe we go 16800, Dis.
That's from the 80s, right? That's 80s.
Yeah, the 80s. We want it with the no. Look at this. It's got the no on the. It's got the same dial as a 1680. Look at that, Dis.
This one doesn't have a Cyclops though. It's an abomination.
Yeah, I think these take it. But you know what I'm saying, Dis?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
want to get it
that's beautiful.
The white gold indice. Look at that. That's what we want, right?
The patina. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
And I reckon we'd also go, instead of getting a 16, we get a 16550 cream dial Dis. Look at this.
Let's look. Oh, okay. You have some super chats, by the way. I don't want to. I'm enjoying this, but you have to tend to the super chats.
Yep, I'll just get the super chats up.
Yeah, sure.
On the screen now, Dis. Get them up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
We did have some super chats. Look at this. Zeppy, $2. Zeppy, thank you so much for the $2 there. Here we go. Zeppy, $2. He says, Arch, please give us a man on the fucking moon. Man on the moon. There we go. Man on the fucking moon. Dis, we get the cream dial for you. What do you think of the cream?
Oof, that's creamy. Yeah, that's What year is that? Is that like from the 80s?
When the 16550, you could get white dial, cream dial, or black. This was the rare cream.
No, I mean I like the white one. I think the white one is like.
This is actually mid 80s, 85, I think.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
This.
Yeah.
Mr. Valjoux, $20. Hi, Arch. It's been a hot second, way too long. With COVID in the rearview mirror, life is back to normal. For me, 7 watches is the perfect number for a collection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good point, Mr. Valjoux. He always had good taste.
Yeah, good to see you, Mr. Valjoux. OG. I would also like
this. I'm going to pull up something.
I want a Datejust, like American Psycho.
You know what I get for you, Dis?
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what's the
get an Amiga Speedmaster.
Ooh, huh?
I want to get you a lobster.
Whoa. Whoa, I never knew that model.
Market this.
Damn, I'm sure lots of people in the chat didn't know about this one.
Yeah, it's called a Speed Sonic lobster.
Shit. But the bracelet is
Yeah, we get that for you, Dis. You know what else we get for you, Dis? I tell you, I reckon we'd also get a Mark II.
let's see.
We'd have to get one of these. 70s. 70s is what we want.
That's beautiful. He had a sea lobster. You missed a super chat from Deacon Cider.
Oh, we missed a super chat. Sorry.
Yeah, Deacon Cider. Deacon Cider. And then 10.
Yep. Just coming. One moment. Here we go. Dick Insider. $5. This would have blast of Vamos a la playa in that Porsche, and the chicks would be falling in love.
Do you know the song? Vamos a la playa.
Yeah.
It's no tengo dinero. You know that song?
Yeah. Just before we celebrate that, Dis. I mean,
and Patel Philippe.
I really like 80s music.
Me too. It's my favorite genre, you know, decade though.
You know, it's 80s, Dis. We got to go back to 80s, man. That was a much better genre. You know what I mean?
Of course. It's the best decade, man.
Dis.
What is that? Who's that?
It's a computer game. My Sex Code.
Ooh.
It's very 80s, Dis. You hear it or not?
Yeah.
1979, actually, Dis.
Oh, it's still 80s. It's like the beginning of the 80s. Oh, that's a great song.
Yeah, it's a great song, Dis.
It reminds me of Kraftwerk. You know Kraftwerk?
Yeah, I love Kraftwerks.
Fun, Autobahn.
Yeah, it's a different era, man. This era here, the biggest mistake is all this fucking internet's just this, you know what I mean? So much.
Yeah. People are glued to the phone, and you have a 10 super chat, Patel Philippe.
Patel Philippe, $5. This your top 3 favorite martial art flicks of all time?
Oof. Well, I don't know if the wrestler with Mickey Rourke qualifies, but that's
what about
like
Karate Kid. This.
Well, Karate Kid is, yeah, it's a classic. I prefer the Van Damme films, Bloodsport, and what else? What else did he have? Oh, Big Trouble in Little China with Jackie Chan, right? I think that's Jackie Chan. That's a good one. Yeah. That's the one.
We've got a super chat, Mac Lobster. This, would you say the film Zoan is accurate, re Israel?
It's very like an exaggerated way of, showing Israelis, but there are some things that they got right. It's like, I should take it like it is. It's very exaggerated way of looking at Israel, but yeah, if you really want to actually watch the Borat films, and Sacha Baron Cohen, he's Israeli, so he actually speaks Hebrew there, and
he got divorced.
He did? Oh, shit. That's
He was married to an Aussie girl. She took him for a fucking fortune.
Well, yeah.
I love
Yeah.
him. I don't understand these celebrities that get divorced. They should be so happy.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think the best wealth in life is to be happy with, find the love of your life, if that exists, and do something meaningful and purpose. Better than all the riches of life of the world, in my opinion. Yeah. Do you have another super chat? I think, Mr. Valjean.
That was you. $20. What would be the best 5-watch collection be from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 20s? Fuck.
Ooh.
I think from the 80s, you'd probably want to go for 4-digit. A lot of Rolex stuff was still 4-digit. Like you'd have the 1680, 5513 sub. See, the 5513 sub, it was only replaced in the early 90s. So I would say the best 5-piece from the 80s. Fuck, 5-piece, you get a 4-digit Daytona. You'd get a, let's call this up. I'm just calling it up now.
Okay.
So if what I would be doing from the 80s, fuck, best, what I would be doing is I reckon a Rolex 1680. That's the plastic sub, right? That's 80s. I'd go 5513. That's the no date plastic.
Beautiful. You had one, right?
1019. That's the Milgauss. Look at these. These are fucking gorgeous. 1016.
Oh yeah, you had that one.
Yeah, I had that one. I think the 90s. See, the 90s. You go 14270. That's when it went the 36 mil, but sapphire.
Yeah.
16610. That's the sapphire one.
Yeah.
16570 is 90s, right? 16700 for the GMTs. You go GMT, and then you go 16710. That's just fucking. That's the Master 2, right?
That's what I have. Yeah.
For the 2000s, see, for the 2000s, you'd be going no holes case, no holes. That'd be the single Swiss, the Swiss. And I'd also have to be doing some Omega too. You go Omega Mark II. That's 80s kind of genre. 90s. The 90s. You'd have to go for the Bonds. Wouldn't you go for the the James Bond Seamaster?
Yeah. 2531.80. Yeah, that's the Seamaster.
I think for the 210s. 2010, that's where you'd start to get into 2010. That's where you get into the GMTs, like you get into the ceramic, but black. Like if you wanted a 2010, you'd also probably go for that, the SD4000, that sort of genre, unique pieces for 210. Remember they had the two-tone with the Smurf? The blue was really Smurfy. You remember that? That was the early two-tone bluesy. You remember that?
No, I know Marcelo has a Smurf. Is that the one you're referring to?
Rolex bluesy Smurf, right? So the bluesy Smurf, the blue was very, instead of it, it was a bluesy light blue. They had a light blue. There was a light blue one. It was. It's hard for me to explain. The first ceramics, the blue wasn't. It was a lighter blue.
What's the reference? It's when 166.
Yeah,
13, no?
116613. It was a different sort of blue. They had a different blue.
Maybe early reference, like cereals.
Now, just to give you an idea, Dis, I'm going to just look at some cars here because we're coming to the end of the show, Dis, and we like a little bit of car talk. Patel,
Sure, no.
did you ever try and hit on Jacinda Barrett? No, I never really. I spoke to her a few times when she was at school. I never really. She was okay. She was okay.
Who is it?
Let's look at a BMW disc. I'm going to show you some Beamers. The year, this.
Yeah.
We want from the 80s, 1980.
I googled her. Sorry, I googled that name. Sorry. Now I understand why Tan asked.
Yeah, I went to school with her, Dis.
Oh, she's a big time actress.
Yeah, her boyfriend is from Harvey Specter from Suits. Her husband.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Just trying to find it, Dis.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Just trying to find a 5 series. Look at this, Dis.
Wait, I'm not.
This is what you want, Dis. Look at that.
Oh, that's wow. That's very nice. Yeah. Reminds me of yeah. I would drive on the autobahn.
That.
I would drive on the autobahn with it.
These are 80s. Look at that. That's very
Autobahn. That's very strong. Of course, only manual gear, right?
No, they had autos. A lot of these are autos, Dis. No.
The car I would buy would be stick manual. I don't like automatic. I like stick.
Just having a look here, Dis.
Is that in Australia?
Yeah, this is in Australia. Look at this.
It looks like where you live.
Yeah, it's similar. This is South Australia. Look at this, Dis.
Mm-hmm. Wow, it's a very interesting red type of red.
It is, isn't it?
It has a name. I don't know. I don't remember the name, but
Brilliant Red, it's called.
It's 1987.
So this is the thing. You want to get some classic cars in for you, Dis.
Actually, if I sold, yeah, I could buy it. I could buy it if I sold my watches, I guess.
These are trouble, Dis. These are 30-year-old cars, Dis.
1982. Oof, I like that. That's a good year. I like that.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
You can store 2 bodies there in the trunk. Nice.
Look at the cockpit, Dis. It's just
Yeah.
so clever how it's done. We got a super chat from Mr. Valju, $20. That was an amazing 50-year review. I'll put a doxer aside for blue shirt Buddha.
Yeah, that's a good guy. Blue shirt is.
Do you miss him, Dis?
Of course, he was. Wow, he was an amazing dude. I miss him. I miss Sirocco. I gotta say, I miss Sirocco. I miss all those guys. You know, Vlad. You remember Vlad? P. Lance.
Yeah, I loved Vlad. He was a great. Sirocco. I miss Sirocco. He was such a good guy. You know.
Yeah, those people. The best always. The best go. You know. Will's the best always. Yeah, fucking sucks. It's weird. Like death is a weird concept. Like, I don't know. Let's not get into it right now.
No, it's a difficult concept indeed, Dis.
Yeah.
You know, it's a difficult thing, that's for sure. Do you want to buy these old BMWs, Dis? Old, emphasis on old, Dis.
That's why I like it, because it's like I'm holding on to the past. I don't want the future. I want the past. I want to live in the past, you know?
Yes, let's go from 1970s, 70s, Dis.
Let's go. Let's see.
It's okay. We'll just search. See if there's anything older, Dis. We want old Beamers. Old, Dis. Old. 19. We want something old, Dis. We want something classic cars. You know what I mean, Dis?
Yeah. Not seeing any so far.
Just anything from the 70s, Dis. Oh, that was like my Beamer, Dis. I had one like this.
When?
30 years ago. Doc, BBW, Doc, how are you?
Hey.
Good. How's it going, guys? You're talking cars
We're doing
already.
some car talk, Doc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's winding down time. I was trying to get here earlier, and
what do you think of one of these old 7 Series, Doc?
is that the Shark Nose?
Yes.
Yeah, those still have classic good looks to them. I prefer the coupe, but all of them look still pretty nice, pretty relevant. Obviously, I'm biased a little bit because I mean I have something a little bit more modern, and I do like it as well. The E46 is cool. And I don't think I like the most modern of the M's. I'm still, that grill still just doesn't work for me. So these are nice, you know.
E30s, are you an E30 fan?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think I'm an M fan, so like, you know, who wouldn't want an you know, E30 M3, but who wouldn't want that? But they're just crazy expensive, and they're not the best either. I mean, they're the first, but I don't think they're necessarily the best. But their prices as if it were the best. I think those are over $100,000 now, an E30 M3.
It's a nice E30 Cabriolet there, but Doc.
And that's the thing, you kind of have to get, if you want a convertible, you kind of have to just stick with something like this, because I don't think they made the M's as convertible initially. So
you have super sticker and super chat.
Super sticker, Basil's Bezels, $2. Thank you, Basil's Bezels. And Mr. Valjoux, $20. My wife went all out on a royal blue BMW X5. I have to say, the future is great too. They make some good stuff.
The future is so bright, I have to wear shades.
his
You know that
avatar,
song?
yeah, and his avatar, he has shades on.
Yeah.
So maybe he knows. Maybe he knows that song.
Gotta wear shades. Bam, bam, bam.
Look at what Pasta's saying.
Let's see. Pasta super chat.
Pasta Super Chat, $2. This needs a 73 Cadillac Eldorado white leather interior. No, I think this needs a German car. Okay.
Yeah, I like German stuff.
Instead of a 73 Caddy, I wouldn't mind a 69 Eldorado. The only thing is those things are front wheel drive. Did you know that?
General Motors tried to say that's better.
Yeah, but I think the ride is a little rougher from what I understand. I'd have to test drive it for sure because it's front wheel drive.
is nowhere near as good as rear wheel drive, Doc.
Yeah, my brother had an old '69 Caddy. I guess it was a Coupe de Ville, but it was not an Eldorado, so it was rear wheel drive and everything was normal. Smooth rider. It's like riding on a cloud. Looks like you got another super chat.
We got another super chat. Thank you so much. M, $5. Take a gander at the new class. M, Doc, we refuse to go past E. We refuse to go past G20s, I'm afraid, okay? No, we can't do that. We refuse, Doc.
The only one that I would consider is a Zagato. That Zagato is pretty sick. But of course, that's going to be $500,000. You know? So that's, I don't know. That's just a dream thing and you're never going to get one.
This is the mock-up of it. Do you like that?
Oh, that's the one. That's the so-called new M3. I think we need to
they
really
call it
see
new class. New class, it's called.
Yeah, we need to see more, and we need to find out if the fact that it's electric.
What's wrong with the current one? I love that as an M3.
I don't look at the nostrils on that thing. Look at that
I love
grill. Oh, come on.
It's beautiful.
You're just trying to convince yourself that you love it, and you're finding you want to find the largest possible license plate to put on the front to take away from the fact that you have these huge pig nostrils up there. It's just I can't handle it. If you look at the generation just before this, it looks normal. And then they did this. It has a normal kidney grill. I don't get it. I don't get it. And look at what they did to commemorate the E30 version, that red car there, and it's right next to a new one, and then they modified the grill to make it look classic. I mean, doesn't that look sick? Doesn't that look nice? That's what it should be. That's what it should be.
Guys, that's the show for today. We've had an amazing show. This was an amazing. The thing I liked best was talking to you about classic stuff that we both love there.
Me too.
Classic cars and classic watches.
Classic cars, classic watches.
Yep.
Because OC said, Archie's collection, it's all old and previous model. That made me very proud when he said that.
Yeah, actually, that's a great compliment from anyone,
It's a great compliment from such a phony fucking guy.
Sounds like you're joining in on the analysis now.
No, I'm just saying, see, the thing about these classic designs is they're timeless, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
exactly right.
timeless, It's actually it tells a story, It tells something about you.
We got to do a show together, man.
Sure, let's do
movies and music. We've got to do one on Muzak.
Yeah, no, this time I won't fall asleep. Don't worry, I wasn't
okay.
bad.
That was this. We had some, man. That's just classic. That's just YouTube gold, man.
Now that you're doing,
that's the thing about this shows is that there's no expectations. You see.
Now that you're doing 2 shows, you can do a show closer to his normal time. Yeah,
we can do a show. We've got to do it, man.
Why not? Yeah, I'm open. I'm sure. Yeah, keep your head up.
Meanwhile, this is pretty heroically staying up pretty late for this show right now.
Well, there's something going on here. So
Yeah, there are things happening.
yeah, so I'm not really sleeping all the time. There are alarms and shit. So air sirens and shit.
Yeah.
Dis, we thank you
Yeah.
for coming on, man. Let's thank our sponsors. We had Loco Fabio 13, William Gaudrian, Yankee Doodle, Nelson Oliveira 100. I never seen one of these for so long. Oliver Hooper, Patrick B, Patel Philippe, G Gardwa, Batman, William Gaudrian, Patel Philippe, Ken Fresno, Patel Philippe, Mac Lobster, Patel Philippe, Yankee Doodle, Oliver Hooper, Patel Philippe, Thomas Burnett, Mac Lobster, Yankee Doodle, Patel Philippe, Zeppi, Mr. Valjoux, Dick Insider, Patel Philippe, Mac Lobster, Mr. Valjoux. Mr. Valjoux, I miss him. He's such a cool guy. Patel Philippe, Mr. Valjoux, Pasta, and M. Guys, that's the show for today. We'll be back. Tomorrow, guys.
Don't forget,
And,
guys, if you really enjoyed the
see
show,
you.
or even if you didn't, please hit the thumbs up. Show some.
And guys, if you're buying or selling a watch, David SW. Let's run the ad. And off we go.
Thanks everyone in the chat.
Hi guys, it's Archie Luxury. Guys, I want to talk to you about David SW. Guys, if you are in America, if you are looking for a Rolex watch of your dreams, in fact, if you're looking for a contemporary modern wristwatch, I strongly advise you to look at David SW. Guys, don't play the dealer games. Don't bring in chocolates or Krispy Kremes for your dealer hoping to get a Rolex at retail. It's futile. Please, guys, save your dignity. Keep some pride. Go to David SW. I would highly recommend David SW. If you're in America and you're looking for a watch, go to David SW.